Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been so long. Again, life with 3 children can get a little chaotic and crazy. But I thought I'd do a quick update here on a few things that I do have in bloom. Here we have a little no-name Peloric Phalaenopsis hybrid. I just kind of put a tag in there of what it is and where I got it. I got this at Trader Joe's up in Ann Arbor, Michigan for like, I think $7.99. But I love that it has these crazy like little teeth on the petals. I don't know if you can see that very well. So I can get in there. But and the color on it is really nice. The camera is not really doing it justice, but yeah, I really enjoyed this one. It does have 2 spikes, so this was starting to drop, but able to enjoy it a little bit longer just because of that. So that's kind of fun. And then this guy finally opened up. It took forever. That was one that I had to rescue that one. I almost lost it actually. As you can see there, see here, this leaf right here, it grew and stopped, and then this one it started. So it looks like it's back on the road to recovery. It's got some new roots under that moss. But it had grown this secondary spike probably about a year ago, and they finally opened maybe a couple of months back. But funny thing is this is not what it looked like the first time it bloomed. It had it was a white flower with lots of little purple blotches all over it. Now it's almost solid purple. So different. I'm wondering if it's just due to care or the fact that it's a secondary spike. I'm not entirely sure. But hey, whatever. It's blooming and I'm not going to complain. The second or third one, excuse me, I'm going to show you here is this one. This is a no ID big lip phal. I picked this up in Florida when we went down about a month ago. It's opened up all of its flowers now. It's got quite a few. It's a little tiny plant, but see there's a couple on that side still. And it's cute. It's little. It's not like some of the big lip phals you see out there. The flowers are humongous. This one I like it because it's a little bit more compact. Real neat little lip there. Looks like a little forked snake tongue almost. Kind of cool. And then you guys have seen this one. It's some type of hybrid of a couple of species. I think it's got the mottled leaves and everything. I'm never home in the middle of the day. I'm always at work. And the other day I actually was home and I thought, man, what's that smell? It smelled good. I just couldn't figure out what it was. Well, sure enough, this thing's fragrant. Very fragrant, actually. So out of those 4 flowers each day at about noon, now comes a very strong fragrance, which is hilarious because when I bought it, there was no fragrance, and that was 8 months ago, and that was this spike right here, which is no longer blooming, of course. I got it to get this second spike here. No fragrance detected whatsoever, and then all of a sudden, poof, fragrance. And again, maybe it's because I wasn't home during the day, but I am home during the day on the weekends, and I never smelled it. So. And it's been blooming for a few months now, so for it to kick in now, that seems kind of amusing, but again, not gonna complain. So that one, just a little update on it. And then this tall guy I got in Florida, again at Trader Joe's. I think it was only like 17 bucks. But it is just ginormous, and I couldn't leave it there for such a cheap price. I thought, oh, what the heck, I'll take that one home and enjoy it. The flowers on this thing are absolutely humongous. You can see there, it's pretty much like my finger length plus, you know, a little more. So that is just massive. Actually, surprisingly enough, did not have any white phals in my collection. So I thought, oh, what the heck, for 17 bucks I can get that one. And then, let's see here, this guy finally is doing something. The last secondary spike he got, he blasted all of his buds. It looks like this time that might actually survive. This is the second secondary spike he's gotten on this old flower spike. Probably should cut it off, let him try and get a new leaf and roots and such, but yeah, why not? It's an easily replaceable one, so I'm not too worried if it does die, but you know, like I said, we'll try and get some flowers out of it. And then this one, I was able to find the name for on Orchids.com. See if I can get this in here. It is, come on now. Dortonopsis King Cheyenne's Rose with White Edge HCC AOS. This one I got at a Trader Joe's up in Ann Arbor, Michigan when I went up there to visit my aunt. And you can see here it's got this one spike here that goes all the way out here. But at each node, even down here at the base, it has branched off. So there's another branch, and then there's another branch right there, and then another branch up there, and then even over, let's see here, over in there. But this, let me get out of the sun right here, is the flower. And I just thought that that thing was way too pretty to leave in Michigan, so I nabbed it, and it was only 12 bucks. So I thought for $12 I can grab another foul. So it has lots and lots of flowers going on, which is another reason why I bought it, because there's just so many blooms, which meant I'd get to enjoy it longer than I already have been, because there's more buds, as you can see, to come. And yeah, just really interesting. Usually the blushing is the opposite of what it is on this one. Usually the white's in the center and it blushes out to purple, not purple blushing out to white. So again, thought it was kind of fun, worthy of my living room coffee table, I guess. So yeah, there's the update on some of those blooming ones that I have right now. Okay, and then to my other grow space here. These are some of the vandas that I've kept up in my upstairs. I do have a lot of vandas downstairs too. These guys all seem to be doing pretty well. I did grab a couple on clearance in Florida. That's one of them right here. This guy right here, I got him for, I think he was normally $39 and I got him for $9. So that was pretty good. And then this one right here, this big one that's in this huge pot, a lady in my Orchid Society was getting rid of a lot of her orchids. So she said, take whatever you want. So I grabbed that one. And this big guy right here, which is a form of Ranklostylus of some sort. It's a Vanda crossed with a Ranklostylus. So that was kind of fun. I think it's a red something or other. And then also while I was down in Florida, I picked up this little Telumnia. No name, but cute nonetheless. It has a huge plant, and this was at a store called the Orchid. I guess it's a branch off of Lowe's, according to my cousin. It was $6, so I thought, well, what the heck. And let's see, and then this up here, her neighbor is an avid orchid grower. She's best known for Schomburgkias in where she's at. She had a lot of cuttings that she just tossed on the floor, and I thought, well, what the heck, do you mind if I take some? So I took home 3 cuttings. You can see I really made that look pretty trailer trashish, but hey, life goes on. But I've managed to get it to get a new growth, which you can see right there. So the roots are coming out pretty good right there. New growth's probably about 2 inches long. Pretty excited about that. I've never kept Schomburgkias before. I don't know how well it's going to do in my home, but we'll see. And then something else kind of fun I wanted to show you guys is up there on that old flower spike, I have a Kiki forming. This is just a no ID dark purple hybrid that I picked up, so that'll be kind of fun to see if that thing actually survives. One other thing I did get was a staghorn fern down in Florida. This thing was just too cool to pass up. Man, on a little coconut. I love these things. It was like, I think $10.99, so I grabbed that as well. And then apparently, sorry about that, washed out there with the sun. Kikis are now the thing for my orchids to grow. As you can see right there, I've got another Kiki growing off of a very sad dendrobium. So we'll see if that actually survives or not as well. But we'll see. So again, not a whole lot going on right now. Been really busy. Life with 3 children is just chaos, and I guess I should mention 3 children, all aged 5 and under. So yeah, our life is just constantly all go and 0 stop. So we are run ragged anymore. You will notice I have hardly any frags left. I only have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I only have about 5 frags left. Maybe 6. sometimes it's one of those things where just because you love it doesn't mean you can grow it. I used to do very, very, very well with them, but that was back when I had the time to water them twice a week and you know, really just pay full on attention to the plants that I loved the most. And well, now I don't have that time to give them. So I now have to go a little more drought tolerant plants, which, believe it or not, the Vandas do pretty well. I miss them a few times a day. I soak them once or twice a week. Phalaenopsis and Cattleya are about the only things I'm going to keep going forward. We are moving to Florida in about 2 years. We're going to wait until my son is done with the first grade, because that's when my daughter will be going into kindergarten. So I figure that will be a good time to move down there. My youngest son, he's only 8 months. He'll only be 2 years old at that point, so it won't even phase him. But I want to get to the point where what I take with me is what's going to survive down there with very little stress and acclimation period. So yeah, my channel will change, my collection is going to change, but it's all for the good. So we're just kind of prepping for that, getting stuff done. It's something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to live in Florida. My wife is on board, so we're pretty excited about that. Yeah, so like I said, my channel is going to change a little bit, and hopefully I'll be able to keep up better with the updates, guys. I really appreciate you sticking with me through all of this. This is just a way that I can kind of keep track of my collection, and then those of you who care can keep track of all of it along with me. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great afternoon.